When it comes to Karnataka, people mainly think of Bangalore. It's popular as the Silicon Valley of India. But what's less known is that Karnataka has historically had a fairly decent sized manufacturing ecosystem, with the likes of BEL, BHEL, BEML, HAL, and so on. Uh, there has been a decent manufacturing ecosystem built in the state, particularly around heavy engineering. And when it comes to aerospace, Karnataka is the go-to state in India. It attracts about 65% of all the aerospace investment in India. Similarly, when it comes to electronic system design, about 70% of India's chip designers uh, are based out of Karnataka, right? Heavy engineering, I've mentioned. Karnataka, in by value, contributes about 60% when it comes to the heavy machinery and engineering manufacturing in India. Similarly, about 60% of India's biotech companies are based in Karnataka. So what has happened is that from the year 2000, Karnataka has seen about $47 billion in FDI. So that's third behind Maharashtra and Delhi, and 9% of all the FDI India has seen in this period. What happened this year was that the Yediyurappa government has come up with a new industrial policy with a focus on manufacturing, R&D, and innovation. So they're looking to garner about 5 lakh crores of investments. That's roughly, give or take a few billion here or there, $70 billion in the next 5 years, and targeting a growth of 10% in the industrial sector. Uh, and they're planning to do this by looking at two main things. I think one is the obvious thing, which is Bengaluru's status as the AI and high tech capital of India, right? So if you're looking at the major investments or startups in the AI or the high tech space, they are based out of Bangalore. So this creates opportunities in terms of what is known as the fourth industrial revolution. So that's something the government is looking to leverage. The other thing is manufacturing across the state, so that leads to a more regionally balanced development. This is something that we hear of a lot, from state governments across the country. But but usually what we see is that there are, highly concentrated pockets in most states. The development is not evenly distributed. So it's kind of a good thing that, at least the government is talking about focusing on some of these things, and they're looking at specific sectors like auto, logistics, aerospace I've mentioned, and also some of the newer ones such as electrical vehicles and renewable energy. So which makes it very interesting, combined with our the Karnataka's prowess already in the tech and the software space. We're planning to set up a single window clearance kind of setup. We've had multiple podcasts, on labor and labor reform, especially. Karnataka had some of this already in place as part of the industrial policy. So I won't go into a lot of detail, in terms of fixed contract, employment, and so on, flexible working hours. The other thing is there are two major industrial corridors, right, which is Bangalore, Mumbai, and Bangalore, Chennai. So that's another area the government is planning to focus on, and it's looking at sort of having specific clusters for different kinds of industries, be it textile. We've spoken on one of the weeklies about toy manufacturing being specialized in some areas in Karnataka. uh, so broadly, these are some of the things that have been happening in terms of policy. And if you look at the last 12 months, we have data till September. So if you look at the preceding 12 months, Karnataka has received about roughly $7 billion, or around 58,000 crores in FDI, and another 2.5 billion through private equity deals. So overall, it does appear the investment climate is very positive, and with the new industrial policy and a focus on more balanced development, I think things are looking good for the state. Specifically, there have been some deals that have been signed in terms of electric vehicle in the last month or so. So around 26,000 crores of investments were approved. in this month, in the area of electric vehicles, batteries for electric vehicles, and so on.